Whoopi Goldberg, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hits back at little snowflakes. So what you is, a big fat nigga shit? While you here talking shit, is you gonna solve the problems we have in this motherfucking world? Whoopi Nutkiss, Jackass Goldberg. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't like you when you coming with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Showing who you really signed with and got you sold up probably with a lot of blood. But at the same time, because niggas known for selling out their own people, by all means, especially jackasses that go in to sign the contracts and different bullshit and these joining these secret society and all type of bullshit and think that you higher than the fucking black people in which you black stinking fucking ass where we came from in the first fucking place. But you would probably kill your own family and mother for the money, won't you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talking about snowflake. I don't give a fuck if you're in the same secret society with you. You know what I'm saying? Black people and many people on this planet Earth, and even right here in the United States, the you call the United States, all over this country should be stepping up to become leadership in this country, but not with racist, devil worship, bullshitical, lying ass, con, all this full of shit, blood sucking, fucking murdering, bullshitical garbage. You cannot save a country that way. You would only plunge it into more chaos if you don't come correct, especially if you're coming with racism. You know what I'm saying? But we see Trump, Snowflake, she was talking about you know what I'm saying, hit back at him, you know what I'm saying, for suggesting she might move Canada. She might move, I guess, to Canada if he wins. Well, I would say this will be over. Goodbye. Nobody wants you. So get your ass lost, just like you usually do. I see we have Serena Williams had 94.8 million in prizes earning during her tennis career. That's right, Serena. Keep getting that money. You know what I'm saying? But in more current overstanding of news, we're going to take a look at something that I was looking at earlier in my cast. As you know, I point blank do. I like to come back on them in about a minute. You know what I mean? In about a minute. You know what I'm saying? We see Trump followers believe his every lie, but if he was a real alpha male, in this piece that's coming up here, they're saying if he was a real alpha male, he'd lie bigger. And if whoever made that statement, wasn't a jackass, you probably would have our brains a whole lot smaller. You know what I'm saying? Coming in by Rex or whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? Coming off the USA Today. You know what I'm saying? But anyone who believes in fact knows that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, spout lies like high pressure sprinkler squirts water. You know, the demon Democrats do that along with the crooked other politicians and leadership that we have in our government. How we know that is by the affiliation across the planet and your involvement in everybody motherfucking business. And out there doing bullshit in full corruption of many countries, many states, and many places across our global effect that you have infringed on, especially invading their land, such as we see you using Zelensky to do that in Russia. Don't give me that bullshit. And you have been facilitating sex trafficking, slavery in all ways, when all people on planet Earth should be free. They should not have to ask a fucking beast like you and any jackass that came out of a cave crawling on all motherfucking fours and was given a chance to stand upright and do the right thing to turn out to be no more than a bloodthirsty sucking bitch in this motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? And they have the nerve to call yourself this and call yourself kings and queens and Rockefeller and Reuters and all this shit. This is all that you can produce and call it a government that you're influencing in our government, this nonsense. And then you want to sit up here and talk about he's spitting lies. He only had 4 years in the presidency. I don't want to know what the fucking thing he was doing before, really, when he wasn't president. Because then he would be irrelevant in the matter, wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? So for you to say that he is the only one spewing lies in your little report as a sprinkler squirts water is not talking, is a one-sided statement of reality based on many political lawmakers. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying, but watching him lately and giving the way his supporters believe every dishonest word, how you know it's dishonest? And how you have never proven it, you still haven't proven it in court? So I was dishonest. You know what I'm saying? We're getting tired of you judging political candidates because you know that you are full of shit in all ways. You know what I'm saying? And having black people talk about if you're black, vote Demon Democrat and all kinds of bullshit like that tells me the influential influence that you have had on people all over the world. Anytime you could go around the world and say that you're spreading democracy when you were just spreading money into many nations in order so for them, when the time comes, they would join your little NATO criminal alliance organization talking about nations alliance to overthrow in this world, causing it some form of new world order bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to know nothing about that stupid ass USA Today bullshit that you about to spit to propaganda people's minds at a time like this. With eyes shut, Trump endorsed testimony from his nemesis. You know what I'm saying? Well, if he wants to do so, why not? Same thing we have here. A new poll, 13% of voters who switch support from Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. They'll switch their because of Gaza policy. But you should know that. You should have switched it when he lied about the vaccine to me. You know what I'm saying? And many things to do with it. And now we're finding out that many of these people are saying it's causing this and causing that. You did not bring out that information. So by not bringing out the information properly, and now people are dying and falling off and this and that, we knew the elaborate plan was some kind of elaborate plan, even probably based on, depopulation as well. In many ways, you know what I'm saying? We see that, but we see Republicans and critics of the Joe Biden administration on Gaza policy. There should be no policy that the United States have where Joe Biden did not discuss, you know what I'm saying, sending arms and weapons to a murdering group of Kazakh, Gypsy, probably Zionist, probably whatever they probably are over there to do what they're doing. He should have had no involvement in supporting that in Ukraine. Nor should he have any involvement in anything of a criminal organization called NATO. That goes to show you right there and to show what the college kids are going through for the fact of protesting against the murdering of the Gazan people, which they should have been doing that the way they was doing it, even for African black people too. Not strong enough, but they should have been. In more ways than one, they should have been. But we see here where, in more ways than one, we see here where many of them, you know what I'm saying, Republicans, critics of the policy, which I hate to use that because people are dying while your policy fucks around and takes its time, such as you see what's going on with African people for many years. So we have to start looking at this thing from a more proper perspective. As people in the world, we need to understand that the world should not have any races against any race of people, such as we see what you see with African people. Not only that, in the racism of African people, let's use them and my ancestors and everybody of African descent. You stole from us every fucking thing you could think of. You probably even stole many of them brains. You know what I'm saying? You stole their culture, their language, their religion. You stole every damn thing that you could. How do you steal someone else's inventions? How do you steal other people's cultures of race and this and that? But yet still at the same time, you going around telling the people that they mean it to where you have these beasts, people with stringy hair, no, they're not the original people of the planet, acting as if like wherever they come from. I don't give a fuck if it's South America, wherever the fuck you come from, coming over here like you better than some fucking body. You better stand and ground and watch your ass because ain't nobody with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is our country and we've been here long before you. You know what I'm saying? Creep Joe Biden might have sell out to all your dumb bitches, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't fooling point blank. And I'll say it again. Creep Joe Biden have just put many of the Latino people that have been over here for many years working hard and living and this and that at risk, at high risk at this moment. So it ain't gonna just lean on just, you know what I'm saying, black people and white people lean on the Latino community as well. Because the same victimization that they ran from over there is now running over here to them. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna watch to see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? But we see on his policy has linked the creepy ass creep Joe Biden broke back bitch the recent decision. And the reason why we on these niggas' head is because you're in office now. This ain't about emotions and all kind of bullshit when it comes to who you are. It comes to the point of the office in which the desk and the seat that you hold and you're wielding governmental policies, executive orders and all types of shit and amending trying to amend the motherfucking constitution and do all kind of shit where you get this kind of power from to where the people have to react to what the fuck you say. And then when they don't react in the way you want them to say, you send out the police to bang them and beat them up. You know what I'm saying? So how you get this kind of power when many people across the planet Earth is dying because of your policies, your support, and your weapons. So don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So many people should depart from him. You know what I'm saying? In recent decision to postpone the delivery of certain offensive weapons. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you see? He's actually supporting the murder of many people. So why isn't he doing anything to stop it? Is the question that we must ask. What fucking president is calling himself a man of mercy or president of a free state is acting this way by sending murderous weapons to Gaza, to Netanyahu, an invading force that you know how they got there, creepy motherfucking book baby. Right, you and Trump know a lot more about this and how that got to be that way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just them only because the Republicans should be speaking out on all forms and all ways to stop any genocides that go on. But you've been genociding black people, the original people, so-called chosen people, black people, and demeanor them to the point where you have these people believing that they are who we are. It's a damn shame that they were living this type of life all this time. Going into Egypt, stealing artifacts, books, digging up tombs and all kinds of different things that wasn't even really secret. It just was meant to keep out of the hands of the wrongdoers. You know what I'm saying? Talking about our holy place. We're holy place in Europe. You know what I'm saying? There is no holy place in there. You know what I'm saying? If the people's hearts isn't leaning towards the original creators. You know what I'm saying? So you have lost your step through the wickedness and the beastly knowledge of these people over time to now. You didn't just get this way overnight. And many people are going to breed children, and those children are going to be taught these lies to believe that just because you look at you and another and I'm black and you're another color, it means any different. In more ways than one, the only thing is that we were made for the planet That's why our skin generates in the sun. So a lot of things that we see that you have in your scriptural book is talking about black people. And you have to really understand the lies and how they try to unscruple it using that book to steal even the very right of the African people in itself. Ethiopia, Kush, wherever. You know what I'm saying? And many of them have done this. You know what I'm saying? So while he's promoting sending weapons over there, we see the same thing going on in all ways that he is supporting a genocide and a killing and a murdering of people. And you call him a president? Wow, spreading the demon mockery across the planet Earth and then laughing in our face. So we have to start to wise up, and we must not give up on the protest. We must not back down on the protest. We must stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not just only about Donald J. Trump. This is not only about whatever political candidate you have. This is not just about this is about a worldwide problem that one day, no, many days have come to your doorstep. So you have seen it for yourself, and you know what the pressures are. So this is just one in a million that is still leading to the same thing. We see Alan Bryce gets bad news about Donald Trump. Trial. This is coming in by Matthew Impelli on June 13, 24 at 12:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we see here where Manhattan North Kid says Rags, you know what I'm saying, in his jackass bullshit that he's pulling, disgracing himself by all means, you know what I'm saying, because he's an idiot, you know what I'm saying, Alan the Nut Kid's Rags receives more bad news about the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, ongoing criminal trial, according to the results of a new poll. You know what I'm saying? On Monday, the New York Times published a finding of polls it conducted alongside the Philadelphia Inquirer and the Sinai whatever called college, which asked respondents about Trump's criminal trial, where he is accused of the falsely records that he is talking about, or hush money, or whatever you're talking about. Again, should not be a question to be asked to anyone. It happened a while ago, even before 2016, even before he was fully campaigning and truly campaigning to the point where he was going to be elected. You know what I'm saying? So we know somehow that seems to be a set of plan for stopping something that will come through to the future. That's all that seems to be, because they like to plan that way. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? We see Kamala Jackass Harris still on the scene, you know, talking stupid shit. Even when we look at the Johnson strip, we still see he is pushing forward on these people with no impunity and no mercy, but yet still it continues to go on. Same as we see with Ukraine. Ukraine should have long time back down, but guess what? Biden have sent troops to the Middle East to fight against defenseless people. He have sent them to Ukraine. He sent military to Ukraine to help organize them, for them to use better tactics to hit Russia and keep exacerbating Russia, to punish in Russia, because Russia and Donald Trump was bringing it to their funky asses. So this is no more than a revengeful tactic based on the bullshit. Same thing we saw what went on in Germany. You know what I'm saying? The same tactic was used in Germany, you know, to punish the people for not going along with what they tell them to do based on their banking system, probably. You know what I mean? So we know this is the same tactic that's going on here now. And how we know is the consistent bullshit that you're doing all across the planet, been doing, you know what I'm saying, all across the planet, for many, many, many years. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's South Africa, and everywhere these tyrants go, they sit in the fucking invade the people country and sit there, fat, lord, stinking French, crooked, smelling ass, and sit and just kill the fucking people, murder the people, and oppress the people, and rob the country blind, and then call themselves going back like the fucking sick ass fucking Dutches, dirty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you're black. What the fuck is you? If we black, what the fuck are you? To be asking a question like that, see the mentality they have used in the religion racism, the double R thing. But we see the Joe Biden tries to zinger on cutting Trump from the 2024 race. Got one real serious idea. Yeah, like him being cut out of our government for the rest of the remaining life he has would be a huge help in many ways. Him and many other politicians. So we see where Joe Biden, which on Monday, joked about trying to cut the President Donald J. Trump from the November election. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them should be cut. Joe Biden should be cut and Trump should be cut. Let's see a fair election, one-on-one, mano a mano. You know what I'm saying? The 81 nutcase of his life is, old demon, democratic blood-sucking vampire seems to ad-lib his punchlines, you know what I'm saying, at the White House, you know what I'm saying, and it's still the White House. You know what I'm saying? The Rose great point by the man, Minister Louis Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? We see White House Rose Garden celebration on Cinco de Mayo, yeah, after you let 5.8 trillion of them through the southern border, along with all kinds of Chinese diplomats and all who just disappeared right into the country, just melted right in, didn't they? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows where they are. You know what I'm saying? But they're buying up all the land next to our military bases, and Joe Biden didn't say much about it, did he? You know what I'm saying? So that tells you who he has all sold out to over the years, and probably a part of the same organization that is bent on seriously fucking up the world. You know what I'm saying? The United States is like one of the first military mights to be one of the military mights that will fight. It's like Russia is probably the same in all ways. You know what I mean? So they wanted to try to collapse them from the inside. Then every other jackass from the outside can come in and rule that he has been sucking balls with probably all of his 81-year career. You know what I'm saying? But we're seeing using these stupid ass punchlines saying the Republican foe wants to cut Social Security. Now, the reason why he keeps using Social Security in the first place is because that's what the demon Democrats want to do. The only reason they're paying Social Security out to people is because they know the damage and the bullshit that they have done to people. You know what I'm saying? The systematic system of bullshit that they have done.